Hi guys, welcome to Viable Futures, a channel dedicated to people wanting to bring financial diversity to their lives and bring in that second stream of income. Today, I want to talk about one of Chamath Palihapitiya's largest climate investments and a stock that I have just invested in for 2021 and beyond. On the 22nd of December 2020, Chamath tweeted that I'm finalising the details of my largest investment ever, with Join MP and DM, one pager coming soon. Only the day before, Chamath replied to a tweet from Joe Biden, which said, "As president, I'll put America on a path to achieve a carbon pollution-free electricity sector by 2035. A path that no future president can turn back." To which Chamath replied, "If so, we will need a lot of rare earth metals to make this happen. I have a position, MP." I'm going to focus today on MP, which is the ticker for MP Materials. I'm going to do a future video that goes on to DM, which is Desktop Metals. So do subscribe if you find the channel useful, and if you want to keep an update on some other and future investments, and do leave a comment to let me know what works, what doesn't work, what you'd like to see in future videos so I can improve the content going forward. Now, I have a lot of respect for Chamath. He's someone I follow closely, and as you found this channel, you probably do too. I respect his no-nonsense approach, back to basics approach to investing, and his to-the-point communication with the outside world. Being an engineer, I respect these traits in people, and although I would never compare my success to Chamath, I do believe I am similar in the way I think about a problem. Chamath has said that he will not move forward with an investment until he has completed a one-pager, as it's really hard to capture succinctly the few things that matter on something that is complex. Look, I've got a full-time job, and investing is something I do in my spare time to bring in that second stream of income, and I also enjoy it. I don't have the time to do deep dive research into companies to determine if their stocks are worth investing in. I quickly realised that there are a number of people out there that do this research and who share this research, and it's really important to find these people that you respect and listen to them. I generally follow Chamath's 3 questions to determine the suitability of an investment. I invested in Tesla back in 2016, and these 3 questions worked for me then and have made me a pretty penny. These 3 questions. Number 1, is this really addressing a fundamental human need? Number 2, could this be used by 1 billion people in 30 years' time? And number 3, is there somebody really special here? So essentially, does this company provide value, and is there good leadership? MP Materials is an output of the revival of the rare earth metal sector in the US. Back in November of 2020, MP Materials merged with Fortress Value Acquisition Corp to form MP Materials Corp. It was a $1.5 billion US deal with over $500 million in net cash to fund its growth strategy. A key part of this transaction was the $200 million fully committed common stock PIPE. Now, PIPE stands for a private investment in public equity deal, which essentially means buying the stock at a lower price than is available to the public. Chamath tweeted on the 17th of November 2020 that he led the PIPE, and from the 18th of November 2020, the FVAC shares, which is the Fortress Value Acquisition Corp shares, were being transferred to MP Material Corp. This merger created the largest source of rare earth metals outside of China. And MP Material owns the Mountain Pass mine, which is the only rare earth mining and processing site of scale in North America, making it a highly strategic asset. The United States sees rare earth metals as key to the critical national security supply chain. There have recently been many executive orders relating to the supply of these critical materials, and the entirety of the rare earth elements is included in this. Now, why is this important? Well, first we need to understand what rare earth metals are. The 17 rare earth elements are located in this section of the periodic table, and to be honest, they are the ones that we've never really talked about in school, and I never really knew they existed. But these elements are fundamental to our modern way of living, because most electronic devices need these materials to function. From rechargeable batteries, camera lenses, EV motors, mobile devices, wind turbines, to medical devices and lasers, the demand for these rare earth metals is ever increasing. One use that we must focus on in more detail, is the use in the rotating magnet. Now, Nikola Tesla famously said that 1,000 years hence, the telephone and the motion picture camera may be obsolete, but the principle of the rotating magnetic field will remain a vital living thing for all time to come. In total, rare earth metals currently support over $7 trillion of finished goods. A quick point that I found interesting is that rare earth metals are actually not that rare. They are abundant across our planet, but in low concentrations. It's actually the complexity of the extraction and processing which makes suitably viable mines rare. I'm going to produce a video that goes into more detail on this in the future, as there are some exciting opportunities in Australia. I don't want to dive too deeply in the financials. Rather, I want to focus on MP Materials' overall high-growth business plan. It's split into 3 stages, with the ultimate aim of becoming a fully integrated market champion. So they are not just a mining company, they are aiming to mine, refine, and manufacture. So, the 3 stages. Stage 1. This is the mining stage, and this stage is complete. The systems and processes are set up and active and contributing to over 100 million in revenue. Stage 2 is currently being delivered, which is the refining stage. They aim to complete this stage by the end of 2022. A key part of this stage is to retrofit the existing processing units to make the process of refining more efficient and as cost effective as possible. Just to note here, MP Materials inherited the current facility from a previous operator, hence the retrofit stage. And the final stage, stage 3, is the alloy and magnet making stage, and this is due to be completed by 2025. This really is the ultimate aim, to go from cradle to grave, from mine to manufacture. It's an exciting timeline, it's an ambitious timeline, but if they hit this is going to be a very exciting company. So, going back to our 3 questions, is this company really addressing a fundamental human need? And could this be used by 1 billion people in 30 years' time? Well, the answer is yes. Not only is it supporting products where the demand is ever increasing, MP Materials Corp have that niche that they're the only sizable mine and processing business in North America. So to put it simply, MP Materials has almost no competition in the Western Hemisphere. This is a key asset for the US and is contributing to 15% of the rare earth content consumed annually, and an important backup should the trade wars with China flare up. The leadership of MP Materials ticks all the boxes too. Young, entrepreneurial types with the backing of the most innovative investors of our time. Now the big question, when is the right time to buy? Well, this is really up to you, and I will say the generic YouTube caveat that I am not a financial expert, etc., etc. However, I do believe that there is a long-term great investment here. And if we look at the charts, we have just pulled back from that initial merger excitement. The Q3 results were strong, demand for the rare earth metals is increasing, and Chamath is on board with one of his largest investments ever. I am long with MP Materials Corp, and I am excited to see where this company goes. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you found this useful, then please do like and subscribe, as it really helps the channel grow. Please also comment to let me know your views, if I've made any errors, or what you would like to see in future videos. Have a great day, and see you in the next one.